Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the second quarterfinal of the 2022 edition of the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge. The Tertiary Business Sense Challenge is brought to us by Graphic Business in partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. Our proud sponsors include MTN, CompuGhana, Accra Breweries Limited, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Guel Ghana, Glycolife, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and McVitie's. Our media partners are TV3, Graphic Online, and Graphic Business. Our technical partners include the Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, CIMA. The program is streaming live on Facebook. So far, the University of Education, Winneba, has booked their place in the semi-finals of the 2022 edition of the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge, which 5 other schools will join UEW in the semi-finals. I don't know, I cannot tell. But I'll find out soon which of the 2 schools before me today, because certainly one of the 2 schools coming before me will qualify to the semi-finals. The schools before me, ladies and gentlemen, are the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University, GCTU. The Ghana Communication Technology University is a technology-oriented institution of higher learning. GCTU will want to make a mark in this year's Tertiary Business Sense Challenge. In fact, they have been at other editions of the TBSC, but this year they have purpose to make a mark. And what a mark will it be, or it will be? To defeat the reigning Southeast Zone champions, the University of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what GCTU has in stock for us today. So let me see the contestants from GCET take their stage. Well, to my right. Yes, okay, to my right. Gentlemen, you're welcome. So what are your expectations for this contest? Your expectations. Just pull the mic closer and speak into it.
You're hoping to do better.
You're hoping to do better.
Yes, sir.
Better than
last year.
All right. Certainly better than last year. May we know you by your names?
I'm Johnny Digor, level founded accountant.
The name again?
Johnny Digor.
Johnny Digor.
Level
Okay.
founded accountant.
All right.
I'm Edwin Tassin, level 300 economics.
All right. So we have an accountant and an economist who represent the Ghana Communication Technology University. University of Ghana will need to be at their best. Otherwise, GCTU is going to break that aura of invisibility that they seem to have. University of Ghana, the premier university. University of Ghana want to win this year. They already have the zonal championship in the bag. They want to add their national championship to that as well. They are a strong team, a formidable one, and GCTU need to be at their best to be able to beat the University of Ghana team. But of course, every contest and the dynamic that it comes with. So let us see what University of Ghana will have to offer in this contest. If I have contestants from University of Ghana, please take your seats to my left. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
Derek Kofi out of 2. BSc back in the finance level 300.
Abna Ishira Dankwa Ochi, BA Finance and Math, level 400.
Ladies and gentlemen, my contestants are seated. I'm also seated. Where will this one go? I cannot tell. I have no idea at all where this will go. Only time will tell. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the academic violence. My name is Al-Hassan Yusuf Traore, and I love academic violence. Let the violence begin. The contest is between the Southeast Zone champion, University of Ghana, and Ghana Communication Technology University, who are poised to make it past the quarterfinal stage for the very first time. And I believe they are ready to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge, the second quarterfinal contest. The first one was won by University of Education. The winner of this contest will join UEW in the semi-finals. The contest is going to be organized in 5 rounds. Round 1 will be on theory, round 2 on calculations, round 3 will be our business case of the day. Round 4 is divided into 2 segments. You have the graphic business segment and the true or false segment. The round 5, which is our final round, will be on riddles. Are we ready? University of Ghana, your expectations for this contest?
We believe that we are empowered to do the impossible, so we expect to do anything impossible.
All right, so the quarterfinal contest between UG and GCTU is brought to us by Graphic Business in partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. The program is streaming live on Facebook. Please do well to inform your people so they can follow, comment, and let us know what they think of the competition. So we are going into round 1 to the contest itself, which, like I indicated, is going to be in 5 rounds. Round 1, theory. It is to test your understanding of basic principles and concepts in business. Each institution is going to have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. For a major question, you have 15 seconds within which to give an answer in a maximum of 2 attempts for 3 points. If it's a bonus, you have 1 attempt only to answer that in 5 seconds. Please, are we ready?
Yes.
If you are ready, we are going to start from my left, which is University of Ghana. The common preamble. Common preamble, so please take notes. According to Henry Mintzberg, the roles performed by managers can be put into 10. And these 10 are further categorized into 3. We have interpersonal, informational, and decisional roles. Your question, University of Ghana, is to identify the 3 interpersonal roles of managers, according to Henry Mintzberg. Identify the 3 interpersonal rules of managers, according to Henry Mintzberg.
Leader, liaison, and figurehead.
That is correct. GCTU. Yours is the informational rules of managers. Informational rules of managers. Even Belda, do you want to take the bonus, Eugene? Okay.
Disseminator, monitor, and spokesperson.
That is correct. Common preamble once again. The COSO framework is a system used to establish internal controls to be integrated into business processes. Collectively, these controls provide reasonable assurance that the organization is operating ethically, transparently, and in accordance with established industry standards. You have to explain the following elements of the COSO framework.
So, the control environment comprises of the systems and system comprised of information system processes in place that the organization faces in an attempt to operate, or it comprises of the systems, the system in place and the information system in place that the organization faces in its operations.
I'll give it to you. Yours says control activities.
They are the quantitative or qualitative processes put in place in order to control any misstatements which may occur through errors or fraud.
Can you come again?
There are quantitative or qualitative activities which are set in place to counter any event that may hinder threats to the organization.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. I'll give you 2 out of 3. We'll take our next set of questions. University of Ghana. The accounting concept that is followed when a business records the cost of a non-current asset in its books, even though it does not legally own the asset, is called
Substance over form.
That is correct. GCTU.
Periodicity concept.
That is correct. Periodicity is correct. Common preamble. Public public-private partnership, PPP, is a contractual arrangement between a public entity and a private sector entity, with clear agreement on shared objectives for the production of public infrastructure and services traditionally provided by the public sector. PPP agreements may have several forms, or they may come in different forms and shape. You are to explain the following types of public-private partnership agreements. University of Ghana, yours is service concession. Service concession.
Okay, so with the service concession, the government leases out or gives out an underlying asset to a private operator to use it to provide service, which originally could have been provided by the government for a longer term period.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. GCTU, operating and maintenance contract. Operating and maintenance contract.
Okay. These are activities that the government outsources to outside parties in order to take care of, in order to maintain assets or other fixed investments, which is owned by the government.
I'll give you 1 out of 3. In each of the following cases, you have to identify the types of audit threats in the following scenarios I'm going to mention. Identify the type of audit threat in each of the following scenarios. You have 1 attempt only. Kwabena is the auditor of Graphic Communications Group Limited. Over the period, he has become very close with the director in charge of audit.
Familiarity threat.
That is correct. GCTU, you were instructed by your boss to form an opinion on an audit work you recently conducted.
Independence threat.
That is not correct. You have 1 attempt only. Do you want to take the bonus?
Self-review.
Self-review is correct. We'll take our last set of questions for this round. Last set of questions. Common preamble. Under the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, the following 3 funds are created. We have the Petroleum Holding Fund, the Ghana Stabilization Fund, and the Ghana Heritage Fund. You have to state the purpose of the following. University of Ghana, yours is the Petroleum Holding Fund. The purpose of the Petroleum Holding Fund.
The purpose of the petroleum holding funds is to provide a reserve so that just in case of economic shocks, that will render governments unable to get enough revenue from petroleum, such funds will be available for development.
I'll not take that. You have 1 last chance. I think you've been bailed out. Bonus for GCTU. You want to take the bonus? You have no idea. All right. So yours is, I'll explain later, but yours is Ghana Stabilization Fund. Stabilization Fund. What is the purpose of that fund?
It is a type of fund that the government uses to, whenever there is a financial distress or an economic.
When there is a recession in the economy, the government uses that fund to cushion prices of goods and services.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. All right, so there are 3 funds created by the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, Act 815. We have the Petroleum Holding Fund. The Petroleum Holding Fund is a fund created into which all petroleum-related funds are deposited into before they are transferred to other funds. You get, so it serves as the receptacle for all the petroleum funds. Stabilization Fund, like they were trying to explain, is established to cushion the country, the budget of the government in periods where there are unanticipated shortfalls in petroleum revenues. Yes. So that is the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen. The contest is between University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University. A place in the semi-finals is at stake. The winner of this contest will join the University of Education Winneba, who have qualified to the semi-final stage. The program is the Tertiary Business Science Challenge, brought to us by Graphic Business in partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. It is streaming live on Facebook Daily Graphic Ghana page.
The very essence of leadership is to become more. At ICAG, we stand for leadership and we are inspired to offer more. Leadership stands up to be answerable. We use our national and international conferences to tell our story and hold ourselves to high global benchmarks. Leadership is where brilliance is rewarded. We reward brilliance with scholarships for postgraduate students. Leadership thrives on fresh ideas. Our Tertiary Business Sense Challenge makes you see business from a different perspective. Leadership is not about today. We keep an eye on tomorrow by providing internships in high-ranked institutions to inspire the next generation of business leaders. Leadership is acquiring ATSWA, CA Professional, Post-Chartered Diploma from ICAG. ICAG, where leaders become more.
One app that lets you chat, call, read, play, and listen to music. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN. Download Ayoba now.
In life, you sometimes seem to be cruising along. But just when you least expect it, things could go horribly wrong.
Leave nothing to chance. Let Geico Group help you achieve your goals with customized solutions for life and general insurance, healthcare and finance. Geico, we cushion you for life.
Every now and again, Goil makes good things happen. This time, Goil has introduced Super XP Ron 95, a higher grade fuel loaded with additives and yet sold at the same price as normal fuel. Go Super XP Ron 95 enhances engine performance like never before. It maintains the engine by keeping it clean from carbon deposits. Go Super XP Ron 95 is designed to burn slowly and thus improves fuel economy, making you save money after several kilometers. Go Super XP Ron 95 gives you a smooth driving experience that is less vibrations. Fill up with Go Super XP Ron 95. Now there's no need to pay more for any higher grade fuel. Goil has that sorted. Goil, good energy.
Have you thought of having access to your news at any time and anywhere? Graphic Communication is giving you the opportunity to have news not only in hard copy but also in a digital form. Yes, you can have access to news at all times and even before they reach the newsstands. Simply download the Graphic News Plus from Google Play Store on your Android and App Store on your iOS device and get your digital news from your favorite daily graphic, Graphic Business, The Mirror, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports. Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Visit us on graphic.com.gh for further information. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round one, the following are the results. The Ghana Communication Technology University had 8 points. University of Ghana has 16 points. We are going to round two, which will involve calculations. You are free to use your calculators. In this round, each institution will have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. For a major question, you have 30 seconds within which to give an answer for 3 points in 2 attempts only, unless otherwise indicated. For a bonus question, you need to answer that in 10 seconds for 1 point. Are we ready?
Yes.
If you are ready, this I'm going to start from GCTU. The current market price of MTN shares is 75 cedis. And the expected dividend per share next year is 5 cedis. If the dividend are expected to grow at a constant rate of 10%, what is the required rate of return for MTN shareholders?
%7.33%.
That is not correct. You have one other chance. You've been bailed out. Bonus for University of Ghana.
6.7%.
It is not 6.7, it's 16.67%. 16.67. Your major question, University of Ghana. The current market price of Accra Breweries Limited shares is 80 cedis. And the expected dividend per share next year is 7.5 cedis. If the dividend are expected to grow at a constant rate of 5%, what is the required rate of return for the shareholders?
14.4%.
That is correct. Your major question, GCTU. The following information relates to the production unit of graphic business during a period. Budgeted hours, 14,500. Actual hours worked, 14,000. Standard hours of work produced, 15,000 hours. What is the efficiency ratio for the period?
3%. 3%.
That is not correct. You have one last chance. You've been bailed out. Bonus for University of Ghana.
107%.
That is correct. Your major question, University of Ghana. The following information relates to the production unit of daily graphic during a period. Budgeted hours, 12,000. Actual hours worked, 11,500. Standard hours of work produced, 11,800. What is the efficiency ratio for the period?
102.6%.
That is correct. We'll take our next set of questions. GCTU. The following information relates to 2 partners, Henrietta and Jemima. Interest on capital for Henrietta is 200, for Jemima is 250. Share of profit, 2,500 for Henrietta, 2,000 cedis for Jemima. Salary dash for Henrietta, but 700 for Jemima. Drawings dash for Henrietta, 1,400 for Jemima. And then interest on drawings, there's dash for Henrietta, 140 for Jemima. What is Jemima's current account balance for the period?
1,410.
That is correct. Your major question, University of Ghana. The following information relates to 2 partners, ICAG and CIMA. Interest on capital, ICA 200, CIMA 600. Share of profit, ICA 2,500, CIMA 2,550. Salary, ICA dash, CIMA 890. Drawings, ICA dash, CIMA 1,200. Interest on drawings, ICA dash, and then CIMA is 120. What is CIMA's current account balance?
2,720.
That is correct. Our next set of questions. GCTU, from the following information, compute the closing inventory figure for McVitie's Limited. Return inwards, 20,000. Sales, 410,000. Opening inventory, 100,000. Purchases, 370,000. Gross profit, 100,000. Even bailed out. Bonus for University of Ghana.
20,000.
No, that is not correct. The correct answer is 180,000. Your major question, University of Ghana. From the following information, compute the closing inventory figure for CompuGhana. Return out was 15,000. Sales 550,000. Opening inventory 75,000. Purchases 350,000. Gross profit 120,000.
20,000.
That is correct. Our next set of questions. This is a common preamble. You have to calculate the harmonic mean and geometric mean of the following data sets. Calculate the harmonic mean and geometric mean of the following data sets. Your data, GCTU, 60, 60, 3, 6, 24, and 48. 60, 3, 6, 24, and 48. You've been bailed out. Bonus for University of Ghana.
The geometric mean is 16.55. Then the harmonic mean is 8.63.
That is correct. University of Ghana, your figures are 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32.
The harmonic mean is 5.16. Then the geometric mean is 8.
That is correct. So we will take our last set of questions for this round. GCTU. Sebe borrowed 25,000 cedis from a money lender, but he could not repay any amount in the period of 5 years. Accordingly, the money lender demands 35,880 cedis from him. At what rate percent per annum compound interest did the money lender lend his money?
7.49%.
That is correct. University of Ghana. Kwabena Beku borrows 10,000 cedis at 12% per annum compound interest. If he repays 3,200 cedis at the end of first year and 3,960 at the end of the second year, find the amount of the loan outstanding at the beginning of the third year. Beku borrows 10,000 cedis at 12% per annum compound interest. If he repays 3,200 cedis at the end of the first year and 3,960 at the end of the second year, find the amount of the loan outstanding at the beginning of the third year.
6,889.2.
That is not correct. You have one other chance.
9,614.08.
No, that is also not correct. Bonus for GCTU.
5,384.
No, for bonus, I can't take that. It is 5,000. 5,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 2, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 6 points. University of Ghana had 17 points. We are going into round 3, which is our business case of the day. In this round, we are going to present both schools with a common problem, and they are supposed to work as a team and come out with one solution. Schools, if you are ready, please pick your business case of the day so that we read it together. Accra Breweries Limited is a company which uses cost volume profit analysis for planning and control decisions. You have been given the following information for the just ended operational period. Total revenue, 3,600,000 cedis. Annual total cost, 3,510,000 cedis. Variable cost, 2,700,000 cedis. As a management accountant, you have to calculate the following for the use of management in decision making for the forthcoming period. 1. Variable cost per sales ratio or over sales ratio. Contribution sales ratio. Break-even sales in value. Margin of safety in value. Margin of safety in percentage. Sales value which will yield a profit of 270,000 cedis, assuming their contribution sales ratio and fixed cost remain unchanged. The sales value which will yield a profit of 15% of that sales, assuming the contribution sales ratio and the fixed cost remain unchanged. The last one is the break-even sales value if total fixed costs are reduced by 180,000 cedis, while selling price is reduced by 10%, assuming no changes in variable cost ratio. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, that is our business case of the day. You may start work now. You have 10 minutes within which to provide your answer. You're welcome back. So we gave our schools a problem on cost, volume, profit analysis, break-even analysis to be specific, and they were supposed to work as a team to provide one result. They needed to compute some data or give some calculations for use by management in decision making. All right, there were about 8 items they were supposed to calculate. The first one is the variable cost to sales ratio, which is pretty straightforward. When you look at the question, you have your variable cost, you have your total sales. It's just the variable cost over sales, and that'll give you about 75%. If you do that, you have 1 point. The second was to compute the contribution to sales ratio. There's a short form. A short way of doing it is just to subtract variable cost per sales from 1, and you get the contribution margin or contribution sales ratio. Alternatively, we know that contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost. You do that, and then you subtract or you divide that by sales to get a contribution margin ratio. And that answer, when you arrive at 25%, you have another 1 mark. The third one is to calculate the break-even in sales. Break-even in sales is computed as the fixed cost over contribution sales ratio, or even the fixed cost over contribution times selling price, if you're able to determine your selling price. If you're able to calculate that, state the formula, you get 0.5, arrive at an answer of 3,240,000, you have another 0.5, and that'll give you 1 mark. The third one was to compute the margin of safety in value. Margin of safety basically is the value at which sales should fall before an organization will start making losses. The formula is basically to subtract your break-even sales from your current sales or budgeted sales. The sales we have in the question is 3,600,000, and the break-even sales we calculated is 3,240,000. When we subtract that, we have an answer of 360,000. You do that, you have another 1 mark. The figure after that is to calculate the margin of safety in percentage. If you get a margin of safety in value, you can just divide that by the sales figure. You have your 10%, or alternatively, you can go through the workings. You still arrive at 10%, and that is also 1 mark. The next after that is to calculate the sales value to earn a targeted profit. If you have a target profit you want to reach and you want to calculate the break-even sales, it's simply the fixed cost plus the target profit over your contribution sales ratio or contribution margin ratio. If you state the formula correct, you have 0.5. If you arrive at the answer correct, the answer is 4,320,000. You have another 1 mark. So together, that should give you 1.5 marks. The next figure was to calculate the sales value to earn a targeted profit. This time, we didn't give the sales value. So to compute that, you can assume that the sales value should be X. And then if you say find sales value to earn targeted profit of 15% of that sales value. So 15% of that X, you add that to the cost, to the fixed cost. You divide by the contribution sales ratio. You have your change of subject. You arrive at an answer of 8,100,000 cedis. If you do that correctly, you have 1.5 marks. And the last one was to compute based on some assumptions, assuming that sales should reduce by 10%. And then there are no changes in variable cost, and fixed costs also reduced by 180,000 cedis. What do you do, or what is a break-even sales? So if fixed costs should reduce by 180,000, we know what it will come to. That should be about 630,000. We are told that sales should reduce by 10%. Now, this is break-even analysis. If sales reduce by 10%, all other things being equal, variable cost varies with sales. So it is assumed that variable costs also reduce by 10%. That will leave the contribution margin ratio still at 25%. Once you do that, you calculate, you arrive at a figure of 2,520,000 as the sale that we are expecting. So if you do all of this correct, you have 10 marks. Let us look at what our contestants did. University of Ghana. Variable cost over sales ratio, they have 0.75 or 75%. That is correct. Contribution sales ratio, they had the formula right. They had the answer correct. That is 0.25. They have another 1 mark. Break even in sales, they stated the formula right, and then they arrived at a final answer of 3,240,000. That is correct for another 1 mark. Margin of safety, 360,000. It is correct for 1 mark. Sales value for target profits. They stated the formula correct, arrived at an answer of 4,320,000, 1.5 marks. That is correct. Sales value for target profits. They stated the formula correct. They were able to arrive at an answer of 8,100,000. That is also correct. And the margin of safety in percentage, 10%. That is correct. Then the last one, with conditions stipulated. So that is where the network went off. All right, so that they were not able to make head and tail of it. I think the assumption that the variable cost also reduced, that is where they didn't make that assumption correct. So yes, they got that side wrong. So for the effort, they get 8 out of 10. GCTU. So variable cost per sales ratio, they got that correct, 75%. Contribution sales ratio, they have that as 25% correct. Then break-even sales, 3,240,000. They have the formula, they have the answer correct. That is also 1 point. Margin of safety percentage, 10%. That is correct. Okay, so I think that is where it ended, right? Their effort, they get 5 out of 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 3, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 5 points. University of Ghana had 8 points. All right, so I'm told the University of Ghana wants to effect a substitution. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Jack-Claude Amponsa, level 400 accounting student.
You're welcome, Jack-Claude. We are going into round 4. Round 4 is divided into 2 segments. We have the graphic business segment and the true or false segment. We are starting with the graphic business. So in this session, I'm going to read out some questions from stories appearing in the graphic business newspaper. For this stage, questions are drawn from stories appearing in the 28th June and 5th July editions of the newspaper. Each school will have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. If you get your major question correct, it is 3 points. If it's a bonus question, it is 1 point. For your major question, you have 15 seconds within which to answer in 2 attempts only. If it's a bonus question, you have just 1 attempt to answer in 5 seconds. Are we ready? If we are ready, I'm going to start from University of Ghana. According to the General Manager in charge of Estate and Environment at the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, the authority has begun considering efficient alternatives for energy conservation. You have to identify 3 of these energy conserving initiatives being undertaken by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority.
So they are using solar energy. They are building turbines for wind energy, thermal power. Thermal.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. The last one is that they are using energy-saving electronics. Your major question, GCTU. According to the Qatar Airways Group, which 3 major factors accounted for the 210% increase in passenger revenue for the 2021-2022 financial year?
Increase in cargo capacity.
No, that is not correct. You've been bailed out. You want to take the bonus, Eugene? All right. They don't want to take the bonus. So the growth in Qatar Airways network, increase in market share, and higher unit revenue. Our next set of questions, beginning from Eugene. What was the theme for the Research Output Dissemination Workshop on Africa Rising, organized by the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research?
Effective partnership for effective uptake of sustainable intensification technologies, innovations, and practices.
I'll give it to you. It's okay. GCTU. What is the theme for the 2nd Private Health Sector Summit?
Engaging the private health sector in a post-pandemic.
I'll give it to you. It's okay. Engaging the private health sector in the post-pandemic response to accelerators. Our next set of questions. University of Ghana. According to the CEO of the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, Mr. Senyo Hosi, by what percentage did the value of forex, that's foreign exchange, provided by the central bank to the BDCs drop between the 1st month and 2nd month of the forex forward sales regime?
71.2%.
That is not correct. You have one. No, you've been bailed out. Bonus for GCTU.
41.58%.
That is correct. Your major question, GCTU. According to the CEO of the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, by what percentage did the value of forex provided by the central bank to the BDCs drop between the 1st month and the current month of the forex forward sales regime?
53.27%.
That is correct. University of Ghana. Which 2 companies have partnered to produce and trade in meat products?
Abanga Farms and Meat Co.
That is correct. GCTU. Which 2 institutions partnered to organize the day's training workshop for SMEs on cyber attacks? Bonus for University of Ghana.
Accra Regional Chamber for Commerce and Industry and E-Crime Bureau.
That is correct. University of Ghana, your major question. 3 economic experts have urged the government not to sacrifice its social intervention programs designed to economically empower the poor. You have to identify these 3 economists and indicate where they work or the institution they represent.
Dr. Edu Osusakode at UGN and Dr. Said Boache at Institute of Fiscal Studies. And Sam Ankara, he's a fellow of Institute of Chartered Economists, Ghana.
That is correct. GCT, your major question. According to Dr. Edu Osusakode, which social intervention programs, the 3 of them, of the government may be affected with the ongoing IMF negotiations?
A free SHS policy. A planting for food and job.
I'll give you 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. So we have free SHS, Nation Builder Score, and teacher and nurses training allowances. We'll take our last set of questions for this round. According to a report from the National Communications Authority, NCA, what was the difference in mobile voice penetration from March to April 2022? You've been bailed out. Bonus for GCTU. The correct answer is 176,708. Your major question, GCTU. According to the Minister of Trade and Industry, what is the increase in the capacity of the water reservoir at the Commander Sugar Factory between the old and the new reservoirs? You've been bailed out. Bonus for University of Ghana.
1.2 million liters.
No, it is not 1.2 million. It is 1,850,000 liters. From 150,000 to 2 million. Ladies and gentlemen, this is still a quarter-final contest between the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University. The winner of this contest will progress to the semi-finals of the 2022 edition of the Tertiary Business Sense Challenge. Who will it be? Will it be the University of Ghana or the Ghana Communication Technology University?
The very essence of leadership is to become more. At ICAG, we stand for leadership and we are inspired to offer more. Leadership stands up to be answerable. We use our national and international conferences to tell our story and hold ourselves to high global benchmarks. Leadership is where brilliance is rewarded. We reward brilliance with scholarships for postgraduate students. Leadership thrives on fresh ideas. Our Tertiary Business Sense Challenge makes you see business from a different perspective. Leadership is not about today. We keep an eye on tomorrow by providing internships in high-ranked institutions to inspire the next generation of business leaders. Leadership is acquiring ATSWA, CA Professional, Post-Chartered Diploma from ICAG. ICAG, where leaders become more.
All-in-one app that lets you chat, call, read, play, and listen to music. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN. Download Ayoba now.
Every now and again, Goil makes good things happen. This time, Goil has introduced Super XP Ron 95, a higher grade fuel loaded with additives and yet sold at the same price as normal fuel. Goil Super XP Ron 95 enhances engine performance like never before. It maintains the engine by keeping it clean from carbon deposits. Goil Super XP Ron 95 is designed to burn slowly and thus improves fuel economy, making you save money after several kilometers. Goil Super XP Ron 95 gives you a smooth driving experience, that is, less vibrations. Fill up with Goil Super XP Ron 95. Now there's no need to pay more for any higher grade fuel. Goil has that sorted. Goil, good energy.
At the end of round 4A, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 8 points, and then the University of Ghana had 12 points. We are going to round 4B, which is a true or false segment. In this segment, I'm going to read out some statements, and you have to indicate to me if the statement is true or false. If you get it correct, you have 2 points. If you get it wrong, you suffer a penalty of -1. Schools may decline to answer a question, in which case I can pass it to the other school under the same rules. You have a maximum of 10 seconds within which to give your answer. Please, are we ready? If we are ready, I'm going to start from GCTU. A provision of accommodation by an employer carrying on a timber, mining, building construction, farming business or petroleum operations to that person at a place or site where the field operation of the business is carried out is exempt from tax. True or false?
True.
That is correct. University of Ghana. Payment for dental, medical services, and payment for health insurance provided to the employee is exempt from tax even where such services or payment are not available to all employees. True or false?
False.
That is correct. GCTU. Both carriage inwards and carriage outwards are not part of the cost of an asset. True or false?
True.
That is not correct. University of Ghana. If closing stock is overstated, gross profit will be understated. True or false? If closing stock is overstated, gross profit will be understated. True or false?
False.
That is correct. GCTU. An agreement which is supported by consideration is not binding as a contract if it was made without any intentions of creating legal relations. True or false?
False.
That is not correct. University of Ghana. In the case of domestic agreements, there is a presumption that notwithstanding the presence of consideration, that the parties do not intend to create legal relations. True or false?
True.
That is correct. GCTU. Policies are much narrower and complex than programs. True or false?
False.
That is not correct. University of Ghana. Procedures are limited in scope than policies. True or false?
True.
That is correct. GCTU. Activity-based costing focuses on the internal environment, whilst attribute-based costing focuses on the external environment. True or false?
False.
That is not correct. University of Ghana. Activity-based costing benefit the costing process by expanding the number of cost pools that can be used to analyze overhead costs. True or false?
True.
That is correct. We'll take our last set of questions for this round. If the discount rate decreases, the present value of a given future amount decreases. True or false?
False.
That is correct. University of Ghana. The present value interest factor for a CD on hand today is 0. True or false?
False.
That is correct. It is false because the answer is 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of round 4B. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 4B, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 0 points. University of Ghana had 12 points. We are going to the final round, which is round 5. Ladies and gentlemen, round 5, riddles. In this round, I'm going to read out a series of clues to my contestants to both schools, and they are to indicate to me who or what I am referring to. The riddles are open to both schools. There will be 5 in all. Contestants are to indicate their readiness by ringing a bell. Let us hear the bell from University of Ghana and that of GCTU. When you ring a bell, you have a maximum of 10 seconds within which to give an answer. There's a weighting system on the scoring depending on the number of clues given. If you answer correctly on the first clue, you have 5 points. If you get it correct on the second clue, you have 4 points. If you answer on any other clue, you have 3 points. Please, are we ready? So riddle number 1. 1. I am the graphical representation of a concept in business strategy. 2. I was developed by the Boston Consulting Group in the 1960s while analyzing cost behavior in companies. University of Ghana.
BCG matrix.
That is not correct. GCTU.
Product expansion grid.
That is also not correct. The correct answer is experience curve. Riddle number 2. I am any variety of diagrams where a curve initially falls, then steeply rises above the starting point. I am named after my shape. 2. My phenomenon can be found in many fields, including economics, private equity, country status model, or even in political science. 3. I am often cited in economics to describe, for instance, the way that a country's balance of trade initially worsens following a devaluation of its currency, then quickly recovers and finally surpasses its previous performance. 4. In private equity, I am used to illustrate the historical tendency of private equity funds to deliver negative returns in early years and investment gains in the outlying years as the portfolios of companies mature. 5. In medicine, I refer to a graph in which the x-axis measures either of 2 treatable symptoms, blood pressure or blood cholesterol level, while the y-axis measures the chance that a patient will develop a cardiovascular disease. Who am I? Ghana Communication Technology University.
Hanover. Hanover.
It's not Hanover.
Concave.
It is not concave. The correct answer is J curve. J curve. The shape of a J. Last riddle. I am an economic concept that draws a connection between changing consumption patterns and capital investments. Did you ring?
Yeah.
University of Ghana.
That's later principle.
Accelerator. Ladies and gentlemen, they answered on the first clue, and that is 5 points. That brings us to the end of the contest between the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University. At the end of round 5, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 0 points. University of Ghana had 5 points. The contest has been between the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University. Our media partners are TV3, Daily Graphic, and then Graphic Online. The program has been streaming live on Facebook. Our proud sponsors are MTN, CompuGhana, Accra Breweries Limited, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Guel, Glycolife, McVitie's, and the Ghana National Association of Teachers. The program is by kind courtesy of Graphic Business in a partnership with ICAG and with technical support provided by the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, CIMA. The winner will qualify to the semi-final stage. At the end of the contest between the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology, the following are the results. Ghana Communication Technology University had 27 points. University of Ghana had 70 points. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the Accra Derby between the University of Ghana and the Ghana Communication Technology University, the University of Ghana has carried the day. University of Ghana has qualified to the semi-finals of the 2022 edition of the Tertiary Business Science Challenge version 4.0. For GCTU, unfortunately, your dream to win this year's competition has come to an end at this stage. We thank you for coming, for participating in this year's championship. University of Ghana, congratulations once again. You have qualified to the semi-final stage. How do you feel?
We are glad that we have qualified for the next stage, and we hope that next time we'll perform better than we have done.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the contest has come to an end. We thank you very much for being part of this contest. My name is Al-Hassan Yusuf Traore. Until I meet you next time for the contest between Akente Apiaminka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development and the SD Domo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, it is me saying bye-bye to you. We'll meet later.
For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.